What's up, everybody? It's that time. It's Friday the 13th. It's time for some Commander Legends draft. It's nice tonight. I'm pumped. So I got some sleeves. Definitely required for tonight. The most important piece of the pie is the Commander Legends box. So I'm pumped. Heading over to PJ's house. We're gonna try to shoot some video tonight and see how it goes. I had some trouble figuring out how to film top down, like watching a card game and getting that on camera. And I took a half day off work today and made like a makeshift wooden boom where I can hook this camera up to and film with an iPhone. So I don't know. Hopefully it turns out okay. We can get some good footage. Hopefully it doesn't suck. What else is going on? So I think everyone's got a box. We had some trouble today because it seems like there's some confusion with some of the stores in town about getting boxes to those who pre-ordered them, and I hope all is good, man. I hope all is okay and everyone's able to draft tonight. Not draft, but do sealed. If not, hopefully they bring over a 12-pack or something to keep themselves occupied. So that's all I got right now. We'll report back in a little bit once we get this sealed party started. Got a bunch of slots for everybody. Play mats, plenty of space. And then we'll go over here. Gonna do some recording over here. Ta-da! Let's see how that works. This is gonna be our feature area. That's my boom that I made. See if that holds up. Basically, I'm just gonna be able to slide the leveling, the height of it, to go over the table. I have no idea what the correct height is. So once we get that figured out, we'll get it marked. And that's it. All right, so what's up, man?
Hey.
So we all know each other. Tell the camera who you are.
Hey, I'm Landis Temple. We are here checking out our lovely stuff.
I love how you just told the internet your last name. All right, what's your handle?
So what I started with when I pulled from the box was I got a whole bunch of red and blue, and I had some white that I was really interested in. I got I can't think of its name right now, but the 4-drop, it's one colorless, one blue, one red, and then one white. And then however many cards that you've cast this turn, if you tap it, you can scry that many, you can deal that much damage, or you can draw.
All right.
And I wanted to start with that, and then as I looked through and I talked to some of the other guys, it's hard in a limited format like this to do a 3-color and to be able to have enough fuel to kind of keep that going with how many cards it was. So I ended up pulling a few of these guys. So I got the...
Well, hold on. So for 3-color, when I was pulling the cards in mine,
yeah,
I felt like there's only a few, like I don't know how, like there's a handful of 3-color commanders.
Yeah.
You can't put the two partner together because that's only 2 colors, and then there's some 2-color commanders.
Yeah.
So it's either you pull like one of the 3-color commanders, or you don't have an option to partner it up.
Yep, which is kind of where I went, because the cards that I did pick, I picked just because I feel like in this limited format, what's really good is when you can out-tempo someone quick and kind of get that leverage. And because there's not as much good card draw right now where we're at with it, or good stability cards that are good, it's easy to get overrun early.
So you played a lot of commons and uncommons.
So absolutely, yeah, dude. I mean, let's just be real. My
all right, what do you got?
Both of my commanders are uncommons.
All right, so show me what you got.
So for my red, I got the lovely
Rogroth. Yeah, how do you pronounce it?
Rograk.
Son of Raga.
Rogra, you know, one of the lovely ones.
You just play, you don't even say his name. You say, I'm going to play Rob.
Yeah, I'm playing Rob.
All right, so he's a 0/1 for 0. He costs nothing to play.
And the reason I like that is because he's got a lot of flavor for that 0 for 1. I'm actually surprised he's not a rare, though, just my take, just because he's got First Strike, Menace, Trample, and obviously you can partner him with another color, so I felt like that was pretty powerful.
Okay, so who are you partnering with?
I partnered him with Essior, the Wardening Familiar. So I like that because it's also cheap. It's 1 colorless and 1 white with flying. It's a 1/3, but it helps to make it so it's harder to kill him, so it costs 3, and it also protects himself.
All right, so you're going for a fast build.
Overall, but then what I did with it, because I ended up pulling a Jeweled Lotus, and I ended up with quite a few good commons and uncommons of those awesome artifact for that mana ramping.
Yeah. There's a ton of ramp in this.
Yeah, so a whole bunch of rocks, and then what I did was I put a lot of the Dragon Dusk Mantle and stuff to pump up him, and then if it gets bad here, just put it on him regardless. And then big creatures, actually, that are a lot of 6-drops, because I ended up pulling quite a few Cascades.
Yeah.
So I figured I would have the cheap stuff to support them, and then the expensive stuff for that late game or for when it gets kind of stalled out or something like that.
We'll see how that goes. I have a question for you.
I'm excited.
Who is the sleeper, the dark horse of this group?
The dark horse of this group.
Who do you think, based off of what you know about our group and about the pulls you've seen, who's gonna be sneaky good in this format?
I think because it's a draft, it's essentially a draft style. I think you do typically pretty good, and I think it's more skill based off of just drafting. Like you understand some of that.
I pulled into Chroma. I'm going that route.
I think some of the guys who haven't said much are some of the ones who I think have some good pulls, and they haven't said anything. BJ's been pretty quiet tonight, so. Just off of first take, I feel like probably him some, because he's just mentioned a few things.
BJ's going to be my sleeper. Right, BJ's your sleeper?
Yeah,
all right, it's
absolutely.
Noted. It's noted.
I don't have all day.
You're so special. Okay, before we get started, we have mics. We're all professional. We have mics that are going up through our shirts. PJ is wearing a romper. Can you just show the camera the romper real quick? How did you put your mic on?
Well, I had to go through my pants.
All the way through.
All the way.
I don't think anyone else is going to want to use that mic going forward.
But they don't need to know.
All right, what's up, man? All right, so I asked Landis the same thing. What's the name you want to go by? Landis gave the internet his full name. What is your handle? What is your name you want to go by?
I will go by PJ. That's fine.
Or Squirrel of War.
Yes.
Okay, Squirrel of War. Look him up online. All right, what do you got, man? So first of all, before we get into the commander that you've chosen, what did you think about opening 36 packs, sorting 36 packs, and then determining what you're going to play? Did you have a strategy?
Really? I didn't know if I was going to keep the box because of the swap rule that we made until I opened a pack that had this guy.
Which was late because I was sitting next to you.
Yeah, so it was a while. I was like, I'm not pulling anything I really want, so I may still swap it.
Yeah.
But based on what I got, it's not super great with this commander, but I did pull good rares on all 3 colors that is on this commander, and the only way to get a 3-color commander
is to play him. Yes.
Is to play that guy.
So you got 3 colors going on. What are your colors?
Black, red, and green, and
okay.
I'm just going with everything that I pulled that's good thrown in the deck.
So one of the things I noticed, one of the things that Landis noticed was we're playing a lot of commons and uncommons right now.
Oh yeah.
So what do you think about that? You think that's a pretty consistent theme?
I do, but because of the commons and uncommons that are in the set, I think it's going to be a powerful format.
Yeah.
Like I pulled every good artifact for mana ramp.
Yeah.
So I got
I think we all did. You got a soul ring?
Arcane
I didn't
Signet.
get a soul ring.
I got all of the 2 mana, add a color, come in tapped, whatever.
Yeah, right.
What are those? Diamonds.
All the diamonds, like the whole series, yeah. So you got 3 of them?
So I got the 3 diamonds in there. They may go away over time with the adding of packs, but we'll see how that goes.
So I think this set, from what I've seen, there's a lot of commons and uncommons that ramp. So 3-color is pretty easy to play from a sealed format, opening 36 packs. You pretty much are going to open whatever you need to get to 3 colors.
I feel like it is good because I have like 10 lands that'll either fetch me something or like since we were able to add the Mana Confluence, I have that. I have a Command Tower. I have the Path of Ancestry. I threw in the Rupture Spire.
I did too.
Since I do have 3, so I just tossed one in. I haven't sorted and gone through and put the actual basic lands in yet. That's the last step. But I just
you might want to do that before you play.
I may do that.
All right. So who is the dark horse? Who is the sleeper of the tournament?
I'm worried about Chris winning, honestly.
Yeah, I didn't see any of his polls. I don't even want to know what he has. I'll let him tell me.
He asked me for some help on deck building, and I told him honest opinions and what he pulled. He's doing 2 colors, so that's good.
Yeah.
And he got some just really synergistic pulls, which is kind of worrisome from what I saw. I'm like, oh,
we'll see how he executes it.
Yeah.
We'll see how he executes.
I hope I'm not going up against him.
Cool. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. All right, BJ, we'll cut that out. What's going on, man?
Nothing much. This is BJ here for our Commander Legends draft / build.
BJ, the question that everyone wants to know, including myself, is: did you pull Hans Eriksson?
Yes, I did. My first couple packs.
Did you really?
But he is not in this deck, even though it is Gruul. He's
All right.
not in this deck.
What did you think about the format? What did you think about cracking 36 packs and having 2 hours to make a deck? Was it hard? What were the challenges?
I thought it was pretty cool. I tried to get it more around the Commander centric, but it's kind of tough to fill in the 99. I think more than anything.
Yeah. It takes time.
It takes time, and I'll probably edit this even with the cards I have down the road.
How much time did you spend? Because I'm kind of getting some different opinions on this. How much time did you spend actually picking a commander?
Not very long. I got through, looked through my rares, and picked them pretty quick.
So you were quick on it. You knew what you wanted to play.
Because green, I got so many powerful green cards. I had to incorporate green. I felt.
Yeah. Okay. So it looks like you're partnering. So what do you got?
I got Kodama of the East Tree.
Let's see.
And then Jessica.
Okay.
So one's going to let me ramp in other permanents, and the other, her 0 ability lets a creature do triple damage. So, and that's until my next turn, target creature. So I can pick anyone on the board and kind of king make and let someone else do my bidding for me.
You get to. It's like it's a politics card.
Exactly. Whenever it deals damage to an opponent, it deals triple. So it's like
it's pretty solid. Yeah.
So I can make commanders one shot other players, whatever you got to do.
Nice. Tell me about Kodama.
So with him, you just, whenever permanent enters, you get to pretty much put a permanent from your hand on there. That's not probably going to be as prominent in here, other than getting additional ramp for creatures. Okay. I have kind of some elf synergy, and then more aura artifacts, so I can get a creature big, hopefully trample it in, triple damage, get some lethal that way.
Nice. So you are playing heavy enchantment artifact.
Heavy enchantment and artifact, correct? Yep.
Nice. Very cool.
There's kind of a lot to do with artifacts and enchantments in this set, so it seems like it was kind of the right direction.
That's what everyone said so far. There's a lot of artifacts, a lot of enchantments, especially when you're open 36 packs, so there's a lot to choose.
Correct.
All right, well, who is the dark horse, the sleeper of this tournament?
Dark horse sleeper of the tournament.
Who do you think is going to surprise us all with some wins and with a sweet deck?
I think, I don't know about if it'd be a surprise, but it'll be weird to see Shane play something other than green and actually be strong in it.
I heard him say he's playing blue.
He is playing blue. He's playing white, blue, green, so he's still in his wheelhouse.
So he's got green in. All right.
I mean, it might be surprising if Kyler does really well being a new player.
All right, so your money's on Kyler.
But I think
turning some heads.
I think that Chris could do pretty good because he's got a little kind of elf tribal going.
Nice.
Which could just have good synergy and be kind of fast, you know.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. Thanks for sharing.
All right, who
are you?
I'm Shane. I am the
younger brother,
elder legend.
All right, so
start over.
Your name is Shane.
I'm Shane,
also known as.
I'm original originator of the group. I'm also known as Turbo.
We won't ask how you.
Inside information only.
That'll be another video.
That's its own episode.
Yeah, stand by for that one.
And been playing for almost 20 years. So my brother, Jeff, my bro, we're kind of the core of this group, 719 Syndicate, which we named a few years ago. And we've been playing primarily Commander for several years.
Shane, I saw and I heard you talk about the fact that you're playing blue.
What?
Tell me about your deck.
So my deck, I am playing green, white, blue. As you know, I play Naya primarily and never blue and black.
You almost always play Naya. You're
Almost
always
always.
drawn back to the Naya theme.
I love it. I'm a creatures guy. The way I play,
just love land
I play
destruction.
with creatures. I love LD. I'm old school. You know, I started in '98, and you know, at almost 50 years old now, I'm still playing, and it's awesome. But
So you
today,
swapped out red for blue.
I did. I had to. I drew a ton of blue bomb rares. Bomb blue was my most rared out color, and I got a commander that worked for me.
Show
that actually
me
was
your
good.
commanders.
My commander I left out there. It's just one. It's
Okay.
I just wrote his name down, whatever, the Illustrious, but he's the 6-mana dragon that when you
Oh yeah.
cast a permanent, you can reveal, and it's draw. And with things like token and synergy of Encore and things that repopulate the graveyard, and even like Terramorphic Expanse, his house, it could net you another land.
Encore is super good. It's gonna be really good in this set. I have a bunch of Encore cards in my deck as well.
I do. I have, if my hat Encore, it's in there. Monarch's okay, depending if you support it. And then mine is based around flying as well.
Monarch is like I feel like a bonus. Like I don't.
It's a bonus.
You can have a Monarch strategy, but it can't really be a main strategy, especially like in a multiplayer commander game. It's hard to pull off as a main theme. It's something that you try to get and you hope you keep it. You know.
Yeah, I agree. It's not a main theme. It's something to go
Yeah.
with it, unless you played that Naya Monarch commander.
Right.
And you would need enough support. I really feel strong with mine. I got all the Monarch enchantments in my colors.
Yes.
That's house. And some of my blue is ridiculous, so
Final question:
sure.
Who is the dark horse of the tournament? You got to like say it quietly because I think people can hear us out there. Not who you think's going to win. Who's the dark horse of the tournament? The sleeper.
The sleeper?
Is it your son?
It could be. His is decent. I helped him, and he's green.
Yeah.
But he's got some stuff.
Which
that we
would
could play it out.
be Kyler.
Kyler would be cool. And then PJ's commander is strong. I think that commander could really hurt people.
It's good. It
It's
does damage.
good. It does damage its own way.
Yeah.
And potentially 3 damage to everybody each time. It could start to add
It's
up.
hard to stop too. Sometimes.
It's hard to stop. So I got good removal though. I got 15 removal spells, so
Sweet.
I'm feeling good.
Thanks, man. Good luck.
Thanks. Good luck to everybody. It's a cool night.
Cool, man. Let's roll. What's going on, dude?
Nothing much.
I see you. You're the only one who brought a beer, and you didn't bring me a beer.
I could bring you a beer right now. Go grab one.
Dude, we'll get one after this. After this chat. So, tell the camera who you are.
Connor.
Connor, he's part of the 719 Syndicate. Tell me what. I like that guy. I kind of snuck in here earlier, and I saw him. Tell me about your deck and your commander.
Yeah. So, Hazama, Garden of Arashin.
Selesnya.
Yeah, Selesnya, 1 white, 1 green, 4 colorless. He's a 5/5. He costs 1 less to cast for each creature you control with a 1 counter on it. And creature spells cost 1 less to cast for each creature you control with a 1 counter on it.
So it sounds like it's kind of themed the same way mine is. It needs support cards. Did you pull support?
Yeah, I have some support cards. That's like kind of one reason why I picked him is because I had a lot of cards that, out of all, I went through. I had like a couple ideas, and for commanders, I looked through all my cards, and I had a lot of cards that like would synergize with him.
Was it tough to pick that guy, or did you have a couple on the chopping block before you picked him?
Yeah, I had a couple choices. I thought about that red kobold.
Yeah.
And that white guy, and just thought about like pulling him out for 0
Aggro.
and throwing a bunch of artifacts.
I may
or
have seen
equipment
somebody
and
else who's
artists.
playing a deck similar to that, so I won't say who. But
Okay. I'll find out, probably.
But he's an uncommon, right? Mm-hmm. So he's an uncommon, so a lot of people pull him and they're going to be tempted to play him.
Yeah. I thought about it. I just didn't have enough auras or equipment to support him.
Yeah. Nice. I like that guy. I think he's good.
And then, being able to just lots of stuff to make counters, and then being able to get out creatures for cheap.
Yeah.
Because you have, creatures with counters.
Do you have a lot of commons and uncommons in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Mm-hmm.
Even in a 100-card deck, I feel like half the cards I played were...
Yeah, I didn't pull that many, mythic rares or...
So the I think that the tough question is going to be what decks or what packs you're going to pull next. Because there's a lot of support for this strategy. You have in a lot of different sets.
I mean, I was thinking of even trying. It's just hard because those packs are so scarce. But any of the Ravnica. Just trying to
Oh
get
yeah.
some-
Oh god. But how much would that cost?
Yeah.
How much is a Ravnica pack these days? I don't even know.
I have no idea.
$30 probably.
Yeah, I think
Maybe treat yourself to one or two.
yeah, maybe try that and see if that would. It's just that, it covers all the guilds, so you have such a wide range. You could buy it and just get absolutely nothing.
It's effective though, and it's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun to crack too. We'll see. All right. So last question: who is the sleeper, the dark horse of this tournament? Who's going to surprise us all? Based off what you've seen.
I kind of glanced at everyone else's commanders out there. I'm just gonna say my brother Galen because he picked that end turn.
Yeah.
That I forget the name, the guild name or whatever, but the black, red, blue.
Black. I saw him because I snuck in here. Black, red, blue. Jeskai, right?
Jeskai. I'm not sure, but
Black. Oh no, black. Wait, hold on. Black, red, blue is Grixis.
Grixis. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Sorry about that.
I think that just because I just have a feeling because he just kind of like picked a bunch of cool cards and threw it together. I think that'd be really funny.
I've only played a couple matches with Galen before, so I think he's going to be a dark horse too.
Yeah.
Who knows?
A lot of people might just not even like, he doesn't know what he's doing.
He does though.
Yeah, he does. He has his strategy is chaos.
Yeah. Cool, man. Thanks. Good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
Cool. Here's a setup. Kind of ghetto, but man, it works. I think we got some pretty good video and audio, but that's the boom I set up. So if you guys want a cheap boom and you have 2 sticks, there you go. And some clamps. 2 sticks and a couple clamps. I just shot the iPhone right there. iPhone shooting down with microphone. We'll see how that sounds tomorrow. And it's so ghetto. And a bunch of clamps. So yeah. And then some lights.